One day I was talking to my grandmother and told her about this vinegar rinse that I've been doing that makes my hair really soft and shiny after a shower. And she says to me, I know, all the girls did that back in the day. They did? So why aren't we doing it? We have an abundance of products on the market that may or may not achieve the same results, but cost more money and involve loads of chemicals and unnecessary packaging. And even as a minimalist, I still have all of this. Do I really need this stuff? The ingredients for all kinds of products can really be reduced to a few basic staples that a lot of us even already have lying around. We could really take things into our own hands. For this video, I've chosen 9 cleaning and beauty products to recreate with simple and easy to pronounce household ingredients and some reusable containers. Starting with that vinegar rinse, because I'm already an expert at that. The hard water in our pipes, as well as using shampoo and conditioner, always leaves some residue in my hair, and that's when I use this rinse. It takes a cup or container filled 1/4 with apple cider vinegar and 3/4 with water. You take this mixture to the shower with you, and once you're done washing yourself, you either dip your hair into the container or pour the container over your head. You try to get the mixture everywhere in your hair. So you soak like that for a minute and wash it all away. Done. Yes, vinegar is the secret ingredient that all the girls used to take to the shower back when my grandmother was a young girl, and they used it after they were done washing their hair to have shiny and light hair. Works just like as if you showered with rainwater. The next thing that we're making is some laundry detergent. I refuse to believe that we need a detergent for colorful clothes, white clothes, black clothes, sports clothes, winter clothes, and stains. It just cannot be right. It's not good for the environment. It's so much plastic, so much chemicals. So we're going to try 2 eco-friendly alternatives for laundry. The first one is admittedly difficult as it depends on whether or not you can find some horse chestnuts in your area. To make some laundry detergent, you have to chop them up and blend them or cut them into small pieces. Then you put them in the oven at about 50 degrees Celsius or 120 Fahrenheit so that they dry out. Once they're dry, you can fill them up in a container and take a few spoonfuls out when you're ready to wash something. You put them into a small cloth bag of some sort, and then you close the bag up really tight and put it in with your laundry. For the second method, I want to compare the chestnuts to something that's easier to find. TruEarth is a company that produces eco-friendly, biodegradable laundry strips that not only avoid all of the plastic of conventional laundry detergents, but are also small enough to have an infinitely smaller carbon footprint. They were kind enough to send me 2 of their laundry strip variations, one with a linen fragrance and one without any fragrance, and I'm going to try them out with you to see whether this is a viable eco-friendly alternative. While we're on the topic of laundry, I just want to mention that fabric softeners are just as wasteful, and I have read that you can put some 60 milliliters or a 1/4 cup of white vinegar into the little fabric softener compartment of the washing machine, and it should do just the same job and also get rid of odors. So we're also going to try 1 load with that. For the next part, I want to talk about some simpler home cleaning recipes, starting with an all-purpose cleaner. For the all-purpose cleaner, I fill half a bottle with white vinegar and the other half with water. After that, I topped it off with a few drops of orange essential oil. The more you put in, the better the cleanser will smell. Then I closed the bottle, gave it a good shake, and let it rest for a couple of minutes for the essential oil to really have a chance to settle. I've tried it out on a few different surfaces and on the floor as well, and I can proudly say that it works like a charm. Since it's very similar, I thought I'd show you the glass cleaner version as well. Here, I filled about 1/4 of the bottle with vinegar and 3/4 with water. Again, I covered up the smell with a lot of lemon oil and I let it sit for a few minutes before trying it on my windows. It works like a charm. The final cleaning product that we're going to make is a scrub for all of those really grimy surfaces that the all-purpose cleaner will probably not do that well with. It takes 2 tablespoons or about 30 milliliters of Castile soap, a 3/4 cup or 150 grams of baking soda, and 2 to 3 tablespoons or about 30 milliliters of water. Optionally, you can use a few drops of essential oil. All you have to do is mix the ingredients together to make a smooth liquid paste. To clean, you just put some on your desired surface and use a wet cleaning cloth with a bit of warm water, and then you scrub. Next, we're making a dry shampoo. You need 1 part baking soda and 1 part cornstarch. Also, if you have dark hair, you will need 1 or 2 spoons of cocoa powder. You mix the ingredients together well, and then you put a small amount into your hair whenever you need it. And this is why you can tell I have cornstarch in my hair, because I didn't put enough cocoa powder for my hair color. But really all you need to do is put it on your hair and kind of distribute it until it all disappears. Finally, I wanted to create a small skincare routine since I have personally benefited a lot from letting go of pricey cosmetics. If you want to create some mixture for later, you will need 4 parts water and 1 part Castile soap, as well as 20 or so drops of tea tree oil, depending on how much mixture you want to make. I personally use a much simpler method that works even if I have makeup on, and it involves a reusable pad, which I wet with some water, like this, and then I put a few drops of the tea tree oil and a few drops of the soap, kind of rub it together, and then clean my face with it. And it creates that nice foam. As you can see, it takes everything off, and tea tree oil is antibacterial, so that's all you need for the cleaning part. You should put some toner after this to balance the pH of your skin, and as a toner you can use apple cider vinegar and another wet pad. I have a different kind that is more kind of absorbing, and just pat that on your face and you're done. Also, you should not put too much if you have sensitive skin, just put like 1 or 2 drops of the vinegar. And if you want to make the toner in a bottle, it's 1 part apple cider vinegar and 2 parts water. That's all you need. The final thing that we're going to be making is some moisturizer, and unfortunately I am too scared to give any tips on a facial moisturizer. I'm still looking for that as well, so if you know how to make this reliably, please share it in the comments. But we're going to make some body moisturizer because that's a much more safe world. It takes 2 parts of shea butter, 1 part almond oil, 1 part coconut oil, optionally some water or rose water, and several drops of an essential oil of your choosing. To make it, you want to heat up a little bit of water in a pot on the stove and put the shea butter, coconut oil, and almond oil in a glass or a stainless steel container inside the water. As the water starts to heat up, you want to mix up the ingredients as much as you can until they start melting together. When it's fully melted together, you can take it off the heat and leave it somewhere to cool for a bit, and eventually you can even store it in the fridge. When it's slightly solid, you want to take it out of the container or just put the lavender oil inside of there and mix it with a hand mixer or maybe by hand as well. Once you're done, you should be able to pour it into an airtight jar and use it for about 3 to 6 months. The socks are clean. They have an interesting nutty smell to them. They don't smell like the original product. All of the pads, the reusable pads, they are clean, and I only put like 2 spoons of the cleaning solution. Full disclosure, one of the garments was actually this towel that was a bit more stained, and cleaning it at 40 degrees with the hazelnuts for 15 minutes did not get rid of all of the stains. There's the dirty rag. It looks much better now. You can see that it's a white cat. And even though it was there for 50 minutes with a lot of stuff, it actually looks pretty good. They smell good and they look very white. It looks like the whole surface is really clean and the laundry just smells really good. So I think a little bit of water and also the vinegar. Nothing smells like vinegar, honestly. Can't smell it at all. And it's even covered by this nice nutty smell. So I definitely recommend the vinegar as a fabric softener. Let's see what some of our other rags are doing. This looks quite good as well. My socks are clean and fluffy. So TruEarth, both in the smelling and non-smelling version, did a great job, and it doesn't have to be such a long cleanse, but admittedly I had very dirty rags in here. There are actually many things that we can make for ourselves, or even that we won't even need if we make some healthy and informed lifestyle choices. And that's what this channel is about. It's about self-improvement, and that includes self-empowerment, which is something that you find in the knowledge that if you want to, you can take things into your own hands and do them in the way that you believe is morally, ethically right for you, and just live by your own rules and preferences. And that's what I wanted to show to myself with this video, and hopefully to you guys. I also hope that, of course, you made some really nice things that you can use at home. And with that, I will see you all very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.